So, Marissa's gonna call us and give us a lead sometime soon?
I have faith. She said, go east, and there you will find razors, and razors we shall find.
No one ever says go east. They say go west,
Well,
young man.
we're looking east today, looking east.
By the way, I'm wearing an adult diaper. No, it's part of my process. It's part of my process. When I'm out picking in the wild, I don't want to stop and use a restroom. No, I'm telling you.
Well, it always seems to be whenever I'm out picking and I'm sitting there, I've been walking around all day, I finally come up to that display case, it's got the razor,
You gotta go.
and I'm like, damn it, why now?
Adult diapers. Part of the process. It's part of the process.
Be the bone.
Stanislavski would understand.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah! Pick it up!
I am picking it up. Here to pick.
Ah!
Ah! No, get him on the. Here, let me take care of it. You drive. Wow. Let's never do that again. So what is in my shoe, man?
It's just sparkling water.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's not anything with sugar. I'm Matt Pisarcik.
And I'm Douglas Smythe.
And we're Wet Shavers.
We travel the back roads of America looking for rusty razors. We're looking for amazing things buried in people's garages and barns. We make a living telling the history of America.
One shave at a time. Hey, what's going on?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, doing well, doing well.
So today I have a pretty spectacular lead. I think it's going to be some really good picking. You guys are heading to Globe, Miami.
Globe?
Miami?
Like Florida?
You wish.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Tell us more.
Alright, so the place is called Pickle Barrel Trading Post. It used to be an enormous antique store, but now they're bringing in a lot of Indian art and artisan kind of goods. But the owner, Kevin, assures me that he has some really cool pieces you guys will definitely want to check out.
All right. Thanks for the tip. We're on our way.
I'm Kevin Moss. I'm one of the owners of the Pickle Barrel Trading Post in Globe. Pickle Barrel Trading Post is a 8,000 square foot warehouse. It was built in 1905 by the Dominion Copper Company. Stored their drilling equipment, and then in 1909 they added a couple bays for dry goods for their mercantile, which was in downtown Globe. I'm excited to see where this goes because I don't really know exactly what we're going to get into, but yeah, it's going to be fun to see where it leads.
This is some of the things we're looking for.
Okay. Oh, you guys have a long list, don't you?
We do.
You know, anything to do with the old shaving. We love the
All right.
love the shaving stuff.
You know what? I think we may have some stuff that may fit just what you're looking for. Come in and take a look.
Let's do this.
You decide.
All
Excellent.
right. Awesome.
Cool.
Let's
Excellent.
go.
Go on in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we walked in and there's this huge pencil drawing. If this is any indication of what's to come, I think we're in for a good time. This painting looks very
That
good.
is an original pencil.
Yeah, it looks like
my
pencil.
brother and his wife commissioned a local artist, Frank Balaam. He's English, but he's lived in Arizona for I don't know how many years.
How many pencils?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, we do want to know how many pencils.
Number 2 or number 1?
Yeah.
But we are an eclectic mix of so many things, it's hard to pinpoint really one. Part of our slogan is you won't believe what's inside, and I think once you get here and take a stroll through our aisles, you'll understand why we say that.
That's all I ever get.
Copper art, which was locally made by a guy here in town.
Is it
Very
local
cool.
copper at this point?
Local copper, local made.
We're the Copper Queen state, man.
this
No,
is,
I know.
the 5 C's of Arizona.
This is copper country. We're right in the middle of it.
What are the 5 C's?
Cattle, copper, cotton,
Citrus.
citrus.
And climate.
Okay,
There we go. I got 3 out of 5.
There's always one guy in the room.
That's better than me.
And you got a large skillet.
Love
Yeah,
it.
you can cook some eggs in that.
That looks like it
imagine.
would feed the whole troop.
Yeah, the chuck wagon.
Very nice. But no razors.
When it comes to old school Americana, the Pickle Barrel truly is the place to be. I mean, we saw Native American artwork, peace pipes, old radios, antique Bakelite radios, porcelain signs as well. I mean, this is just, the whole place is amazing. I think I might pick up a peace pipe on my way out of here. But what I need now is the real deal Holyfield. I need the razors. I need some antique razors. I need some antique aftershaves. I need some soaps. I need something. I need to find something, and I have yet to do that.
This is the kind of
pack so full we can hardly figure out what's in there.
yeah, but this is the kind of case I always look for. This has got the manly stuff in it. This has got the lighters. This has got the stamps. You know, this is the kind of place you find
Toy guns.
Toy guns,
Right next to a knife.
locks,
Everything.
knives, eyeglasses.
Shaving brush with a swastika on it.
What?
A swastika. And now I'm starting to wonder, what type of store is Kevin exactly running here? I just had visions of Hitler, Deutschland, Deutschland, and then it all made sense.
But it's not turned sideways.
And it's made in the USA.
Yeah, that's something that's just good luck. I know people think of swastikas, you know, Nazis or whatever, but that is just a sign of good luck before.
All it needs is the footprints of the Buddha.
A rabbit's foot.
It is like a rabbit's foot.
It's a lot like a rabbit's foot in that regard. All it needs is a keychain. What else we got in here?
I kind of spotted a couple other things. Oh man, let's see here.
I see some Schick injectors. I see a Schick injector.
Yeah. Let's
see
take a look at
gem,
those.
single edge right
Yeah, I see a
there.
couple razors right here. That one with the blue handle and a cream handle.
Oh, see, now that's an interesting color for the injector, the blue Bakelite.
Those are harder to find.
Yeah.
I think I spot something else over there though. What's this thing in the green case there? So I see it. I mean, it's so recognizable. It's got that green kind of khaki fabric. This is a World War I artifact for sure.
This one here?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Oh, I think I saw that first.
You know, you saw it
It
first?
matches me.
It's a pretty close.
Khaki.
Yeah, the khaki. I think this. My heart's pounding. I'm looking at it. Man, if there's a razor inside, this is big bucks. If not, it's kind of a bust. I've got to find out.
I know it's military, and it's in really good shape, but I don't have a whole lot of details on it.
Well,
other than those really important factors.
You got it right. I mean, it says khaki set, and even the razor head here says Property U.S. Army. So these are actually World War I khaki sets. They were issued by the U.S. government for all the soldiers to use because back then you had nerve gas, you had mustard gas, and you had to have a tight seal around your face, so you couldn't have any stubble or beard. And so shaving was important. It was required. So they said, well, if it's required, we have to give you a razor, and they chose Gillette. And
Or did Gillette choose them? Did Gillette approach them with the contract?
I think Gillette was the biggest razor maker of the day, and
Right.
so they went with the guy that could supply because there were 3.5 million of these made.
Right.
And so it even had a cool little like field mirror that also they
could
said
signal
doubled.
helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not helicopters, but
Signal mirror.
yeah, it was doubled as a signal mirror. And you had the blade holder and even 2 little thumbtacks to hang up your mirror. And yeah, it's just
for pinup girls.
or for pinup girls.
Should have came with one, actually.
So this thing's looking great. I mean, looks like mint condition. Usually the handles are broken, the mirrors are gone, the thumbtacks are missing. This thing's pristine. I've got to have it. But I don't want to break the ice. I'm gonna let Doug make that mistake.
Let's see. Come on, Matt. You're usually good at this.
Oh, what's that down there? I see a blue
yes.
box. What is that?
That's a Stefan's aftershave.
Okay, let's check it out, man.
They are actually still in business to this day. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, where do you see this?
Stuff
Oh, and it's got the... Well,
It looks like Menon or something, or
It's very similar.
wow.
This is what you want. This is exactly what you want.
Original
I
box
can
and
already
everything.
see that's
And
full.
directions.
And directions.
Directions for aftershave. Why do you need a direction for?
Well,
They're good to find in the box because sometimes there's coupons in it that'll give you the date when it was made, like an expiration date.
All right.
I don't want to open that up just yet, though, but I just want to say that this is exactly what I look for when I'm buying a vintage aftershave. It's a full bottle.
It's all full.
Full bottle. I mean, the more air you have trapped in there, the more damage that could have happened to the aftershave in time.
Right.
But this stuff, yeah, it's almost like Mirasol. It's that classic.
Can I put some of this on?
No, don't. Wait till I buy it, then we'll talk.
Yeah, check that out. I mean, that's your grandfather right there.
Spice.
Yeah, smell that.
That's your grandfather in a bottle.
Now this is 1950s.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, 1950s. They're in Fort Lauderdale at this point, but I believe this company started in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Sold only by barbers.
Yeah, and that's another unique thing about this company is they were the only. All they sold to was barbers.
So this was behind the bar, and this is what the barber would use on you. And if you liked it, you would go home with
Yeah,
it.
and this was the only company to always do that. To this day, they only just sell to barbers.
So they're probably harder to find at a place like an antique store where mostly this is stuff that came from people, not necessarily professionals.
Well, on lot sales and whatnot, if an old barber shop went out of business
that's
and
true,
whatnot,
that's
you'd
true.
find stuff like this
Okay.
in this condition too. So I mean, like, yeah, they were doing this before Clubman was doing it. They were in the barber shops.
I love the bottle too.
Over 100 years old. This company. Yeah, this is. You don't see this much.
So what does something like that go for? Or what? Well, maybe we should ask Kevin that.
Yeah. You guys are finding stuff that I've forgotten that we had.
Well, you got to have the eyes. Always be looking.
So I have to ask you, how much would you accept for that?
How about 30 bucks?
Seems like a good deal.
Well,
$30 is just a little too much for me. I mean, it really doesn't leave any meat on the bone for me.
You did smell it, right?
I did
It
smell
smelled
it.
great.
It is good stuff, but
You can't even go out and buy that today, Doug.
you can find it. You can definitely find it. You don't see it often in the wild. When you do, you probably should pick it up no matter what the going price is. But
Seems like a great.
I'd say $15 to $20 is what I'm willing to let go of today. What are you thinking?
I'll do 20 on it.
You'll do 20 on
I'll
it.
do 20.
Okay, it's a deal.
All right.
Thank you, Kevin.
So watching Doug negotiate, he got a great deal. It's time for me to step in the driver's seat. I'm gonna snag this. Let's go. I gotta ask, what would you do? You know, what would you be asking for something like this?
I'm in the 80-85 range on that. I mean, you got to look at the condition. You know its age.
I do, yeah. That's. I mean, that's pretty good. Is there any way that we could maybe do a package deal? Like, you know, I'm
You
kind
want to
of.
bundle up? Is that what you
I want to bundle up. Like, could we maybe?
I see your strategy.
Because I'm at like 65.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking if maybe with the brush included, like then I'd be good. I'd be good at 85 with the brush included. It's the World War I and the World War I.
They do seem to fit.
They do.
They taste great together.
Come on, everyone loves a bundle.
I can do that with the two bundled together.
All right, man, you got a deal.
I'll do it.
All right, great,
Nice.
thank you.
Nice.
Oh, he killed me. That Gillette khaki set it's World War I. You just can't find those everywhere. I can't believe I let it go the way I did.
Man, I got this Gillette 1918 khaki set for $85 bundled up with this brush. I think with a little bit of restoration and a little bit of hard work, I can resell this for $150, profit of $65.
What the hell was that? This is the wrong show, man. Wrong show.
I guess you're right.
Tell me a little more about this, though.
Well, the Gillette khaki set was made in the millions. This was what Gillette kind of got their big push was from the federal government, giving them the contract to make razor sets for the soldiers during World War I. Back then, as you know, and maybe you don't, mustard gas, nerve gas,
Oh, I know it well.
that was a major issue. So you had to make sure there was a good seal between your face and the mask.
You mean seal?
Not that kind of
Okay,
seal.
right.
But
That was cheap.
But they had to make sure, so they basically said, we're going to issue you guys razors, and thus we're going to contract Gillette to make these. Little did they know that this was the launch of their company going into the stratosphere, because when all the GIs got back, they kept the razor handles, and now all these guys are buying blades by the millions.
Huh. Who would have thunk?
Another little known fact, so the razor set consists of the mirror, which doubled as a signal mirror, or shade mirror, 2 thumbtacks to hang it up in the field, your razor head that says Property U.S. Army on it, the blade holder, and of course the handle. But this handle holds another secret that until recently was not discovered. When I did some work out at P&G, they actually had uncovered an article that the U.S. government was giving maps to the soldiers in these handles. So they would actually have an entire map, they'd cut it into pieces, roll them, and at the Gillette factory, stuff part of the map inside of here. Then they would bundle together like 20 of these sets or whatever, 100 of these sets, and that would go to one squadron. And so all the guys could then take apart their razor set and reassemble the map. And they were able to deliver intelligence behind enemy lines through razor sets.
But what if you lost one of your guys in your squadron? You're without a map.
Dude,
a piece of a map.
That's
a movie I want to see.
That's just the way it was done. That's the Gillette khaki set. It's a pretty cool piece of history.
Why couldn't I put the entire map on one little piece of paper? So
These are big maps, dude. I mean, it was a big map they had to cut up. Have you ever used a map before?
No.
They're big. They won't all fit in that one little handle.
What else we got here?
Well, you pointed out some details about this I'd never even, had known about. Yeah, I see a kind of a swastika and it says sterilized, made in USA. So I think because of the wood handle, the metal, I think that's World War I era, same era as the khaki.
This, I am willing to bet, is from an early 19th century company called New York Club. They actually made hones as well.
Okay.
And that was one of their symbols.
Which was for good luck.
Good luck, footprints of Buddha, purity, so on and so forth. And if this swastika, it's going the opposite way of the swastika.
Yeah, it's not at an angle either.
So this is probably from 1920.
That makes sense. So right around the same time as the khaki set.
Exactly. That's why it's great that you bundled those together and you get such a good deal on it.
I got a great deal.
He did. But you want to talk about another great deal?
I saw your great deal. It's actually it's a smell a deal.
It really is. It's the real deal is what it all comes down to. Stefan's. This is really, good luck finding this. As I was mentioning earlier, that this could have come from a lot sale of an old barbershop closing down, but this was like the original first company to start selling directly to barbershops, and that was their game, and it still is to this day.
High spice.
High spice for the He-Man. I swear, I didn't make that up. It's right here on the box. But they began in 1897 in Worcester, Massachusetts, and somewhere along the way, I believe 30 years after the fact, moved down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But as I mentioned in the beginning, when I first found this, this is exactly what you want to look for when you're picking up vintage aftershaves, the box especially.
Right.
The box means it's traveled through time really well and been protected from UV light, which can, it can age an aftershave and discolor it really fast, and Matt's using it. Another thing you want to look for is a full bottle. Granted, even if this wasn't full, I probably still would have picked it up, but you really want that because that means there's very little air in there. So no oxidation, don't put anything in there. Discoloration, no separation. Air can the amount of air in there can really turn an aftershave really quick in time. Another piece that I look for.
It smells. Hold on. It smells. How would you describe the smell? Because to me,
barbershop.
It's like the Aqua Velva.
This is classic barbershop.
Sun Up. It's right in that same family.
Stefan's is really, and even Mirasol, as I mentioned,
okay.
Very similar to that. Reminds me of Plastique, in fact. But this, I was lucky enough to find, not instructions, but it is an advertisement. Again, they were sold in barbershops for all their barbershops wares. And as I mentioned also,
turn it around. That's the back images where it's at.
Why I like finding these is because you can sometimes figure out the date with these. There'll be a coupon with an expiration date on it. This does not have a coupon, however, but what it does have. Now, I said 1950s when I first saw this in the case.
Yeah.
But it's 1960s.
Okay.
And how I came to that is right here. It says Stefan's secret formula provided for over 63 years.
Okay.
And I know they began in 1897. So this tells me that it's somewhere in the 60s.
Late 50s, early 60s?
No, somewhere in the 60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Well, look at that skinny tie. That skinny tie right there is total 1960s.
And it's total 2010 as well, if you're a hipster. But yeah. So this. If you find it, you gotta buy it because this was a real rarity, especially out here in southern Arizona.
No, that's awesome. So I love the packaging, I love the bottle, I love the colors and the smells.
And I will wear this. This is definitely.
It's nice. I put just a little bit on my neck.
And it's still so potent, and the color is still there. That is just this is a wonderful find.
There's also no barcodes. Another quick tip when you're ever out antiquing, if you see a box that has barcodes, that puts it into the 70s. That's when barcode began. So there's no barcode on here. That tells me it's going to be before then. So why do you think it is that Arizona has such great antiquing?
I'd have to say the dry, arid air is one good thing for that. Good for some things. For this box, not so good. But for preservation reasons. I mean, that's why I have my soap company out here for curing. Cures the soap faster, this dry air. Another thing is stuff was packed up and packaged really well to make its way out west if it wasn't being produced here. A lot of these older antiques come from the East Coast.
Right, Midwest even.
Yeah.
A lot of people who made the move brought all their stuff with them. I know my grandparents did that.
Packed it really well. Sometimes once they get out here, they didn't unpack certain boxes. No, it's true. So I mean, like, and that's when this person passes away. This is why you get a lot of lot sales out here. You find boxes that hadn't been opened in 50 years too. So I think that has part to do with it. What do you think?
Well, definitely, I think the population. We do have a lot of people coming out to Arizona for retirement. Sun City,
Fastest growing state, has been for the last
Leisure
75
World,
years.
other huge retirement communities. Scottsdale, people come out here, and I think they bring all this old great stuff.
Leisure World. What do the mascots look like there? Beach
They-
bums.
Yeah,
Hey, welcome to Leisure World.
they wear Hawaiian shirts.
But this has been a really, really great day here at the Pickle Barrel.
Pickle Barrel. I mean, this is one of the coolest spots in Globe. I had first come to Miami and Globe years ago picking when I first got into razors, and the town hasn't changed, and it's kind of a good thing to say. It still has that classic old mining town,
Dry arid air.
dry arid air from the 40s, 50s kind of look. The downtown, the boardwalk, all the different small stores, mom and pop shops, drug stores.
It's like a time capsule.
There are so many cool thrift stores around.
There's loads of thrift stores.
Movie theaters, little tiny stores you can stop in, get a soda pop.
Soda jerk,
Soda jerk.
whatever you want.
That was Doug's nickname in high school.
No, no, that wasn't. But yeah, no, a lot of great little antique shops around here. I've noticed, especially in Miami. There's like a whole district.
You can spend an entire day between Globe and Miami, and you would have a great time antiquing, find some great stuff, and have a great day.
And some very, very unique finds,
Yeah.
as you can see.
Thank you to Kevin of Pickle Barrel. Had a great time being here with him.
Yeah, and thanks to the staff as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you guys are passing through this part of the state, make sure and stop and visit us because you honestly won't believe what you find inside.
Well, this has been an awesome episode.
I
of
am
I'd Lather Be Shaving.
so glad we got out of that, loft, and we got out on the road and
gotta do it.
found some great picks.
And that's the thing is, you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah.
But you can. It's safe to assume there is gonna be some rarities out there when you're in the middle of nowhere.
Get off the beaten path, people.
Get off your butt, people. Get out there and pick.
Well, I'm so glad you guys tuned in today. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Ah, yes, especially if you want to get in on our weekly giveaway.
Weekly giveaway.
You could win a shave soap and aftershave splash. Not necessarily these two, but some nonetheless.
Yes, please comment.
Yeah, in order to enter, you need to comment and like and subscribe if you don't already.
Yes.
You know who you are if you don't.
And we
Know who
have
you
some
are.
other great giveaways. Happy to finally have the official I'd Lather Be Shaving mug.
People have been requesting these left and right. In fact, when you purchase one of our coffee mugs, it also comes with 2 ounces of a very special Pineapple Bay rum shaving soap.
Sounds delicious.
Only exclusive to this. I don't recommend you mix it with coffee, but when it's done, you can join us for a cup of joe every Friday morning.
And it also helps to support the show, so we appreciate that.
Yes, all profit from this goes directly to the show. So if you enjoy the show and want to support us, please pick up a cup of joe or soap today.
That's right. Well,
We can head home now.
yeah, you're looking forward. Hold on, Marissa's calling. 1 second. Hey, Marissa, what's up?
You guys have to stop and turn around right now.
What?
Why?
Why? We're almost back to Phoenix.
You have to turn around. I have found the only grail of antique wet shaving items.
Dude, where? What are you talking about?
That's all I can say. You need to go to the top of the world.
The top of the world?
It
Where are
sounds
we?
like a long drive.
It's a long
Is that
drive.
Antarctica
Okay, well, we'll
Arctic?
send us
Wait.
coordinates. Hey,
or left is right? Today has been going so swimmingly well. I only have one last thing that would really be the cherry on top of my Sunday, and that would be to drive this beast.
no, you can't drive
You've
the
been
van.
driving this entire time.
All right, fine. Douglas is gonna drive, I guess.
To the top of the world.
Let's go.